Hey everybody, it's me, Angel Benton, and it is time for another edition of my Sudsy recaps, where we go into rea- um, daytime television with just a few reality shows as well. But this week we're doing The Bold and the Beautiful. See, I'm back home in Vegas. See, I told you, it was a quick trip to Indio, but Bold and Beautiful. Okay, so Bold and Beautiful this past week, it was. It started off taking place in Sydney, and then it finished, back home in Los Angeles. And, the big thing is that, Brooke found out about Quinn and Ridge, and Brooke is now like, everyone wants to know what's Brooke gonna do. What's Brooke gonna do? And today we found out what Katie's gonna do. Wait, let's talk about what Katie's gonna do first, because Katie knew before Brooke, and Katie tried to warn Brooke and said, and in fact, it was kind of Katie that tipped Brooke off and made Brooke go follow Ridge, and then Brooke. Is that another pimple? I swear to God, just when one goes away, another one comes. Oh my God. So Brooke spies Ridge and Quinn kissing. But apparently this was their goodbye kiss, but it didn't matter because she was pissed off and she called off the wedding. Now, one thing I do give Brooke credit for is, even though they showed a scene where she's just staring out into the sunset and Bill Spencer comes in, she didn't rush and go marry him. Now, that's like a huge, don't get me wrong, that is like a huge step, because in Bold and the Beautiful, usually people, well, no, not people, usually females tend to just marry whoever they feel like when the time is right. And usually it's either Brooke or Hope. They both make that mistake over and over again. I can't think of any other females that actually make that mistake. So it's actually just it's a Logan thing, I guess. But Katie doesn't even do that either. I mean, Katie's been married multiple times, but it's not like Hope or Brooke, where their husband doesn't show up to the wedding, so they'll go marry someone else. So I'm very grateful that they didn't have that happen. Okay, so now Katie is threatening Quinn, saying, you need to be nice to me, or else I'm going to tell your husband. And Quinn was trying to be logical and say, um, you know, I'm you don't want to pull me down, because you'll go down with me. And she's like, I can swim. Now, I get that Katie is full of bravado. She really thinks she's got Quinn, but the reality is Quinn is a nutcase, right? And I love Crazy Quinn. And if Katie thinks she knows the depths to which Quinn will sink to protect her son, or in this case her marriage, she has no idea. She has no idea. So by Katie puffing her chest out like that and saying, "Yeah, okay, come at me," girl, you just signed your own death warrant. That was not smart. That was not a smart move at all. But as a viewer, I'm going to enjoy that fallout, because Quinn's not going to be like, "Okay, I'm going to let you blackmail me." Really? Yeah. Katie's going to come home, come down her stairs to find they've all been, they all have Crisco on them, and she's gonna fall down the stairs to her death or something like that. Watch, why wouldn't be that difficult to pull off either. Um, let's talk though a little bit about. So it's kind of been annoying, kind of how they've been playing the at-home characters, with the exception of Pam and Charlie. I actually like Pam and Charlie quite a lot. I would like to see more Pam and Charlie. I really would. I think they're fantastic. And it doesn't have to be anything even related to anyone. I would like to see them do all kinds of stuff together. I enjoy Pam and Charlie actually a lot. What I hate, this is what I hate. I hate the fact that Zende, of all people, Zende is the one who's saying that the Spectras can't be trusted, and the Spectras are horrible people. First of all, he doesn't know dick about the Spencers because, not Spencers, the Spectras, because he was not around when the Spectras were around, right? And not just that, but if I remember correctly, and I could be wrong, so please feel free to correct me if I'm incorrect. But didn't the Spectras give his father a job first? Like, weren't they the first ones to hire Tony? So how is he now gonna hold that whole family responsible? Like, I just don't understand. That doesn't make any sense to me. So again, that just and of all the people, like now, if Rick had said the Spectres are up to no good, Spectres can't be trusted, and he kept carrying on that mantle, then I guess I would kind of understand that because Rick was around back then. So Rick did see all the things that went on between Sally, the original Sally, and Stephanie. And, it would make sense why, and him being so high up in that company, it would make sense why he wants to protect that company. I get that. I totally get that 100%. But when Zende says anything like that, it just makes me want to it gives me a headache because my eyes roll so far back into my head. Okay. Um, that's about it. I mean, Liam and Steffi are now a boring couple. Boring. Wyatt got a little bit drunk here in town when he was, while they were getting married. But, honey, he can get as drunk as he wants because, first of all, he is a grown up. Second of all, he didn't drive. And third of all, his wife just left him for his brother. So if you if you needed to drink a little to get through that, by all means, please. I will mix you the drink. I'll have one with you. How about a Mai Tai? I love me some rum drinks. Oh, and I did not know this, but the male model from The Price is Right now is Australian. I didn't know that. He was in the Australian episode, and they made some corny joke about The Price is Right. That's the one thing I really. This is the. I mean that. Bold and the Beautiful's writing is normally really great, but when they do cheesy, hokey cameos. Now, I didn't mind his actual cameo. He was a bartender, a beachside bartender. And that was fine, whatever, right? But the corny joke about, yeah, I'll drink that if the price is right. I mean, that's just so stupid. That's dumb. Dumb, dumb. But that only gets like a half an eye roll because that's not like a full eye roll like when Zende talks about, oh, Spectras can't be trusted. So then this just gets a. Okay, real quick. Doesn't have anything to do with the Bold and Beautiful. But for some reason today, everyone's talking about Barry Manilow being gay. Like he came out of the closet today. And I need something explained to me because didn't he come out as gay like 3 years ago when he married his male manager? Isn't that when he came out? I mean, like, what do you do with a husband? Do you just sit and play patty cake? I don't think so. I'm pretty sure that's when he came out. I mean, whatever you have to say about his sexuality, I just thought it was a little weird that people are all talking about it today. It turns out he did some article with People Magazine where he talked about coming out. And now I guess that's his official coming out. I mean, I don't know. It's very weird. That whole situation is really weird. I thought it was settled 3 years ago. And nothing new is being brought to the table. So what is going on? This is one of those cases where I feel like social media is running amok, where people aren't paying close attention. And I'm a little bit guilty of that in terms of Richard Simmons, but we'll talk about that on next Sunday when I do my General Hospital update because I kind of have a slight update on Richard Simmons. I haven't seen him or anything, but about my stance on Richard Simmons. So, anyways, I do want to say thank you so much for logging on today. I do appreciate it. Please feel free to follow me on Twitter or Instagram at Angel Benton. You can hashtag Bold and Beautiful to talk about the Bold and Beautiful, or you can hashtag Dancing for Relevancy, because I am so excited to talk Dancing for Relevancy. I love you all. Thank you so much. Have a great night. Peace out. Wubba, wubba, wubba.